The Battle of Amorath. Another tale in Illiad of the future past. Varg Largonath, black armor clad in a black tattered cloak, a sword of acid in one hand and the other axe of smoke. Blast the whole ill-shining reach, blast the hope of the common folk of Sharm for peace. He was standing close to the sea on a cliff, looking at Amorath ahead, the capital of Sharm. His magic amulet shone red, and Edge Shadowstar began to speak from his keep in a sub-plane surround. I want Dran slain, Dran Amorath of Sharm. I want his whole family dead, his lineage gone. From the tablets of fate, the annals of the future, past the Thal Drazark showed a pathetic loser. He should never have sided with Rumbra, the queen of Medusas, over the region of Ulas. Mars should have stayed neutral, sided with Lord Undral of Citadel Suthra. A shame you now have to bring violence and harm, and destruction and death to the whole realm of Sharm. Edge Shadowstar laughed with malice the shard, and the amulet stopped glowing red. Grandmaster Varg of the Shadowstarites and Lord of Ilfarn pointed his acid blade on the city of Amorath. Advance! He yelled, and the bladedancers ran towards Amorath, followed by archers led by Thal Drazark, then the ranks of common men at arms, and the trebuchets and giants. Soon the entire Sharm would be part of his empire. Amorathans would tremble in fear under his reign from Citadel Sunable. In Ilfarn and Amorath, the wild slayer kid Rith Vilarm looked at the others in the inn, the wheel star. Villon Karm, the arch-villain turned hero from Sharm. Ilfarn's Khan, to be precise, and Illias Marn, the wayward son and lost prince of faraway Iltarn. Shilom Zarn, the silk farmer turned barbarian fast, and Kilara Tharn, the sorceress from Illavaran. They were in Illias bridge district of Amorath. There was a battle to be had in the Great Everbash. Varg Largonath was standing at the city's doorstep with his massive army to complete his brutal conquest of Sharm. King Dran Amorath couldn't defend it alone. The jewel of the ill-shining coast, the city of glistening stone, which rose up from nowhere due to the wish of Hassan. Amorath, the great-grandfather of the current King Dran, to the genie Al-Assam, which he had found in a brass lamp sold in a green bazaar, half-run in the sands. Illiad's capital in the desert Nah. Between the Sharm's red peaks and the river Shilom, between Ilmarin and Illavaran, way east of Sharm, Illavaran, which was ruled from the city in Sharm, from whence Kilara came the reign of King Dran, had been benevolent and beneficial to all of the lands of the ill-shining reach, to the jealousy of Varg. Reign had been callous, tyrannical and dark. Queen Illias Marn was sending her troops, and so was the neighboring realm of Veteran Hoots. Army, the host of Tjelavski, was so close, they would reach Amorath in half a week at most. Still they needed to fend off Varg Largonath until then. And how could King Dran accomplish that with only 5,000 men? They needed gods to descend, or at least send the angels of war. The men were demoralized, didn't want us to tangle with the force of Ilfarn, serving barbaric Lord Varg, the chosen champion and Archon of Edge Shadowstar. Thal Drazark's god of cunning, conniving, skullduggery, love, greed, dishonesty, trickery, thuggery. Morin Green, the innkeeper of the Real Star Inn, said to the gathered assembly, "You are going to win. With the favor of Astra, Kulak, light and golden, ever noble I see your gathering as an omen of a coming end to the strife against Varg of Ilfarn. He will come to regret his invasion of Sharm." Soon the battle was on. in the streets of Amorath. Rith Kid and his band defeated mad Ilfarnats. Then suddenly they stood face to face with black armor clad Varg Largonath, who laughed and said, "What is that?" A Shimmerdeep fighting force led by a brat. He laughed and spat and followed up with face Shadowstar's wrath. Then conjured up 7 black slats and the combat was on. Varg took off and they were held up dodging the claws of the slats. Then Kilara cast a spell that would blast a path through the demon frog folk and they charged towards Varg, or at least in the direction he went, to defend the city and realm against his dark grim. And as Varg Largonath turned around to the sound of them coming, their boots drumming on the cobblestone streets, they were running on down. He summoned 3 Vargas without saying nothing. This time it was still early in the morning. Purple dawn over the Shimmerdeep as night was transforming. Today the squad owned in on the Vargas in front charged at Shilom Zarn, its head off with one single mean mighty cleave of his great sword Vilarm. Carved and Villon Karm cleft the next one's head off with his axe. Kilara cast a spell which held the last one in trance, and Rith Vilarm, the right-killed slayer, advanced. Varg Largonath turned around again. This time assumed a fighting stance, and soon Rith rained a monsoon of attacks on the Queen Lord of Amorath's moon, the capital of Ilfarn. The wild kid spelled doom, for he had been granted power by a sure and saloon. So may Varg Largonath wouldn't after all rule the city of Amorath, consumed with great rage. The wild kid slayer suddenly blinked as him faced out of Thal Drazark for a second. Then he came from Larg's back with great haste, delivering strike after strike with his magical swords. His might was great for a kid his age, and the rest they caught up in the chase. The arc and surrounded the grim black armored dog, started pounding him and slashing him with axes and swords. And Kilara was of course casting all sorts of offensive spells on Varg, and defensive as well. On the others in the squad, they really gave the man hell. In the end it meant death knell for villainous Varg Largonath. The wild slayer kid Rith carved off the head of him, still in its dark old hell. Then held it off to the cheers of the others whose hell was critical to the defeat of the Archon of Edge Shadowstar, who would ultimately fade his conquest.